Yeah, yes, sir, it has come. Yeah. So I am from banknote paper mill. We are into manufacturing of currency paper note. See, this is a unique kind of industry. It has been set up 2016-17, and our product is a banknote, and has the capacity of 16,000 ton per annum, and it is ISO company. Yeah, please, can change the. This is our pulping process. You can change, ma'am. Yeah, it is our paper process. Next, please. Yeah, I'm going to present two cases here with respect to that, water conservation. We adopted, these are our water consuming areas. We can go further, ma'am. This you can go ahead. This is the freshwater and water conservation. This is our plant. You can say this is a freshwater reservoir where we are getting that Kaveri river, and this is our effluent treatment plant. Yeah, these are all the norms which has been PCB. You can say that our limits and what we are achieving. We have art of technology ETP with ZLD concept. We have that biological demand is about 30 milligram per liter. We are achieving the 12, and the BOD, yes, COD is around 250. We are achieving 61, 62 milligram per liter, and all other parameters are far within the limit. We could able to achieve the whatever the prescribed limits are there prescribed by the Pollution Control Board. You can please, and we can change. See, in the water management system, the basic thing is you need to measure. You need to measure, then only you can control anything. So we have adopted the concept of having the measurement system in all the places. We have around more than 30 to 35 flow meters we are installing in all the places where the water consumption is going on, so that we can monitor and we can control. Please. Yes. Yeah, of course. Yeah. You can see the journey of our water consumption. We have started the company in the year of 2016-17. At that time, our water, the specific consumption was almost 87.5 cubic meter per ton of paper we are consuming. Under the journey, you can see that every year we have brought down the water level, and during that time, that to 16-17, our freshwater consumption was 62 meter cube per ton of paper. We are producing it. So we have adopted best practices in the water conservation. So year by year, we can see that last year we could able to achieve the best is our total consumption, water consumption per ton of paper is a 53.34 cubic meter, and you can see that our freshwater consumption has come down to 18.5 meter cube per ton of paper, which is the best in a currency industry throughout the world. And moreover, you can see that our recyclable water consumptions also. We could able to freshwater consumption beginning was a 71.22%, that has been brought down to 34 to 35%, and the recyclability of the water we have increased from 28 to 65 meter cube per 65% of the water. This was that the improvement we have done within 5 years. Okay. Ours is we have that 3.6 MLD effluent treatment plant with lot of technology with ZLD concept. We have invested initially 35 crore rupees installed by the Voltas Limited, and our average the plant capacity 3.6 MLD. We are getting that effluent, average effluent over 2.5 MLD per day, and we are treating that R1 softener water. About 70% of water we are treating and taking back to the system. And of course, the rainwater harvesting that is going to cover in the next slide. We have done many water conservation projects. After that, we are two selected here, the presenting over here. The beginning of that the journey. So we are not knowing anything about that, how that currency paper would be, to be frank. Nobody was giving any technology, because the technology provider, there are foreigners, most of them from the European countries. They had a threat if the technology had been given, their plants are going to be shut down. So nobody has given any technology with respect to anything. So we have started the journey in the 2010. Subsequently, the DPR, the project and the designing everything, we could able to install that machineries in the year of 2016. So at that time, we installed the plants. So we are not knowing anything. No, we came across lot of problems, huge problem I am talking about. So initially we started we have the two line, PM1 and PM2. Initially we started one line. In that we have found that the huge effluent is coming to the ETP. The capacity of the ETP could able to, the one machine able to absorb the capacity of the ETP. So we are just thinking that how to control so much of water is coming. There is no any guidance for us. So we have constituted the committee, and we have thought of that unless the water is not controlling at the source, you cannot go for optimizing the things. Then in our still existing in the practice in the all currency industries, the entire water coming from that your vacuum coming to the vacuum pit, and which is being sending to the ETP. So then we started that taking that entire water back to that backwater tank, then the subsequent treatment. So that was that is giving the milestone to us, the turning point of our organization within 1 or 2 years. So our consumption has come down to per day, you can say 700 to 800 meter cube per ton of paper. That was a huge. So we understood that we have saved a lot of water. However, so you can see the originally has given the details we have to do like this. Doing that project, we could able to save more than 770 meter cube per ton of paper. The modification resulted in a cascade effect, but not only saving the water. To be honest, we have started saving on regular basis more than ₹1 million. Because all the chemicals which we are using as specialty chemicals and future security chemicals which was been imported from the foreign countries, which is highly costly, I mean it is huge cost. The chemical was costing 40,000 rupees per kg. So which was 2 kg per ton of paper the chemical was consuming, it has come down to 1.5. You can say the per day 25 kg at 40,000 rupees. You can imagine that. After that you are all pumping this thing and chemical using in the treatment plant, WTP, ETP, all together it was almost 1.5 million rupees we have started saving per day. This is what that condition happened. Yes, sir. Asha. Apart from that, we have done one more this thing. It is the rainwater harvesting. This is that map. You can see that the green boundary is the boundary which has been shown in our taken from the map. Okay, the water which is falling in our entire organization in our premises, we have been routing to that garland drain which has been made entire premises has been made that garland land, and that has been routed to the single point. That blue color you can see, where we are collecting the water, and the water is being sent to that lagoons, and that water is being, which has been sent to the lagoon. From there the water is being treated with ETP and we are using. You can't just imagine the quantum of the water we have saved in the last year. It's about more than 3,500 meter cube, which is almost equivalent to 35 to 36 days consumption of entire our mill. That's what the water consumption is done. The collected water is being taken to that ETP, you can see there. There we have the lagoons. From there, since the fresh project, we have the cushioning of, you got that, cushioning of that another 1 mld water can be treated. The rainwater we are taken to the aeration, then subsequently we treated in ultrafiltration, RO and a softener, then we are taken back to that plant. This has resulted in about 8 to 9% saving of the fresh water last year. We have harvested the water from the rain. The future initiative, we have further estimated to save another 20% of the water. So this year we are planning. So we have made that roadmap for that. We are installing one more ultrafiltration of 70 meter cube. The idea is that we have treating that entire water. Out of the 70% of the water we are taking back to that plant, and 30% we are using for the gardening. It is spread over 250 acres of the land. So during the rainy season, when the rain falls, the day of the rain and the subsequent day, we need not to have a water for the garden. So this water forcefully we are discharging to the land. So we have a plan to this year to take off that 70, Mysore is witnessing almost 70 to 75 rain days. So that 150 days water we are planning to save this year, which is going to be almost 20% of saving of that our estimated things. And we are investing for that RO also 2 crore rupees, and ultrafiltration almost 5 crore rupees we are investing just for the project, water project this year. Yes, BNPM has happily invested in crores, not all just to make a profit out of it, but as a gesture of the gratitude and a firm commitment towards the environment. The conclusion, the freshwater consumption reduced by 40% in a paper machine plant with a sealing water recovery in vacuum system, and further freshwater consumption has come down by 8 to 9% through the rainwater harvesting itself. And though the BNPM is the young organization, in a 5 to 6 year paper making experience, we have achieved one of the lowest specific water consumption per metric ton of the paper produced among all the currency paper mills in the world. Right now the total water consumption per metric ton is 53, and the specific water consumption is 80 meter cube per ton of paper. This is what our achievement. And not only that, in the water, we have the best practices in all. We are the best in the productivity throughout the world. And we have that quality, best quality, 96% we are achieving, nobody is achieving in the world. And we have that best mold cover, mold cover this thing, we are more than 1,000 ton mold cover is, this thing is coming. Whereas the average mold cover life is 500 to 600 ton. We have achieved more than 1,000. So the best practice, I conclude here that within a 5 to 6 years we achieved. Only I sometimes I'll think that only before that, yes, please, sorry. Yeah, 1 minute, sir. Yeah, before that establishment of our plant, since the inspection of currency notes, we were importing the paper from European countries. You can just imagine, centuries we are importing. In the last 5 years installed, today within a 5 years, we became a world number 1 in all the aspects, and the foreigners are coming. Now the foreigners are coming to see our plant, how we have established within 5 to 6 years, so much of fantastic things you have done. This is what our greatness and achievement. We underestimate ourselves. Okay, thank you.